So, your kids are doing the distance learning thing. None of the things kids love about school, friends, social activities, clubs, and sports, with all the class time, homework, and tedium they can endure. Is it awesome? No. Is it reality? Yes. Yes, it is. When we say distance learning, we really wonder how much learning is really going on. Sometimes it seems like Lori Laughlin's daughters are doing more rowing than your kids are doing any learning. Aunt Becky. Look, we can complain about the union's politics and worry about kids getting sick, or we can try to make the most of this situation since it's what it is. Keep in mind, your kids are going to hate some of the suggestions that I make, but hey, they hate pulling weeds and broccoli too. You know it's good for them. You ready? Here we go. Here's some tips for you. Number one, keep a schedule. Have them get dressed, bathe, brush their teeth, everything that needs to happen for school, because it will make for a better day. I've worked out of a suitcase and out of a home office for 20 years, and I can tell you the days when I act like I'm going to the office just work better. Breakfast, do whatever your normal routine is. Avocado toast for my Californians, bacon and eggs with extra bacon grease for my Midwesterners. But keep the routine. They're going to do school even if they aren't going to school. And look, have them sit down at a desk, preferably the same desk every day. Proper posture, lighting, and a good chair will help them keep awake and alert. Books and supplies, make sure they have what they need. No, they don't have to lug around 50 pounds of backpack, but they should be prepared before school starts. Here's another one. Create a different space. Look, we might be in this for the long haul, so you have to invest appropriately. Maybe you need a free desk, okay? Look on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist for free stuff, or just beg your friends on social media. Somebody will have an old desk that they'll give to you. You might have to clean it up or do something with it, but then rearrange things. Even if it's in your apartment living room, create a good working space. Hey, and if you have a home office, make space for your kids to do school while you're working. I've always made space for my kids in my home office, and it's pretty awesome actually. Sometimes we have great conversations, or sometimes we end up in a ukulele jam session. Turn the camera on. All right, look, in Zoom, zero camera means zero engagement. So even if they don't have it on the whole time, they should at least check in and check out of class with it on. And listen, they might complain about this, but it doesn't matter. You're an adult and you can take it. Limit screen time. Looking at a screen for extended periods of time can cause computer vision syndrome. The symptoms are strained eyes, dry eyes, blurred vision, and headaches. And look, poor posture when you're using screens can actually cause chronic neck and shoulder and back pain. It's just bad all around, okay? They have to be on the computer all day for school. So make sure that you limit the other time that they're on the computer or in front of a screen. If they go from being in front of a screen all day for school to video games, social media, YouTube, TikTok, their brains will melt, all right? It's just science. Studies have shown that screen time leads to anxiety, depression, and even contributes to teen suicide, so limit the screen time. You say it's all we have to do. Well, then do something with them, okay? Watch YouTube with them, play a game with them. It's interactive, it limits screen time, because you're not gonna do that all day like they will, and it kind of guarantees appropriate material, all right? Exercise. Get out, take a walk together. You could play a sport like basketball. I know the air quality is bad in some places, but it won't last forever, even though to me, it feels like it's already lasted forever. Create social interactions. No matter what level of comfort you have with the virus, there is no evidence that there is virtually any risk to being outside with a mask at a distance, okay? That's the most extreme situation. And children are very unlikely to be harmed by the virus anyway. The Center for Disease Control and the American Academy of Pediatricians both claim that continued isolation is actually more risky to your teenagers than the virus is, so you gotta balance some things. And if the CDC and the AAP think that students would be safer in school, all things considered, depression and suicide, things like that, even if that's not possible, it's still better for them to have some in-person time with their friends. And you can make them wear masks if that's appropriate, and everything should be fine, okay? Study groups, homework clubs, these are tools that you can use. You can even set up a learning cohort, okay? The higher ups that know this stuff that say that 14 kids, as long as it's the same 14 kids over and over again, are pretty safe together. And you can look up the best practices, and listen, you might not want to do this if you or someone who lives with you is particularly at risk, but if not, you should balance the risk of the virus with mental health risks, okay? Look, I know this isn't fun. Okay, I have a teenage daughter and a teenage son who's autistic and really misses school, so I get it, okay? Times are difficult. You need to acknowledge with your kids that, yeah, this kind of sucks. But then stay super positive. Look for ways to make things better. You can even work with them, come up with a plan. Also, take advantage of the time you have with your kids. If you do this right, you will remember these days as times when some awesome stuff happened. Who knows? Maybe even a ukulele jam session will break out. All right, listen, go to studentreach.org/distance learning to get the PDF. And as always, I know you can be even more awesome than you already are.